My name is Lori, and I'm 62 years old, and I don't know when I started with FIREBELLZ, but I do remember my life before FIREBELLZ. I kind of think that my life before FIREBELLZ, I would say, was good enough. I suffered from good enough-itis. I wasn't a couch potato, but I didn't push myself. For example, for about 15 years, I used to run complete marathons. I was always in the back of the pack. I was always about 15 pounds heavy, but that was good enough. You know what? I probably did about 100 marathons, and I never improved, and that was okay with me. That was good enough. And so you go from good enough to FIREBELLZ. How the heck did that happen? Well, the bridge was YouTube. One day, I'm looking on YouTube and I see a woman swinging a kettlebell. And I said, hey, that looks pretty cool. I wonder how she's doing that. Maybe I'd like to swing a kettlebell. I thought, I'll go over to a sporting goods store, I'll buy a 10-pound kettlebell and I'll swing it around in my bedroom. But luckily for me, I had a little bit of common sense, and I said, maybe I should learn how to swing this kettlebell before I actually do that. Started Googling Albuquerque kettlebells, and FIREBELLZ came up. Lo and behold, they had a beginning class, it's called Sparks, that'll teach you the basics of kettlebell. I signed up, but I already had one foot out the door because all I wanted to do, learn how to swing the kettlebell, go to the sporting goods store, buy my kettlebell, and spend the rest of the time in my bedroom swinging it. Well, fast forward, needless to say, once I went to FIREBELLZ and I took my first class, I never went to the sporting goods store to buy the 10-pound kettlebell. First thing I noticed when I walked in is the different ages. There were young people, there were older people, all different sizes and shapes, but we were all there to learn kettlebells. Now the second thing I noticed, there was no ego. And I think, looking back, that the reason I never pushed myself before was because I had an ego. It was almost a fear of failing. Well, listen, you get your ego out of the way, all of a sudden, you can start to learn new things. And that's what started to happen for me. Czar, Charles, Des, all the Strong First instructors that helped train me in Sparks and in that first year of kettlebells took away all the barriers that I didn't even know I had until they were removed. My confidence started to go up as I began to learn the movements, and I started to feel pretty darn proud of myself. Once I started to open my mind to new possibilities that I didn't even know I wanted to do, all of a sudden I started to gain more and more confidence. After the first year of kettlebells, I started noticing people doing body weight exercises, pull-ups, push-ups, pistol squats. Now before FIREBELLZ, I would have said, that's not for me, I can't do that. But I thought, hey, let me see what happens. I started to try. Now one thing I learned right away with body weight exercises is they favor people that are not holding extra weight. So I thought, maybe I should put down the donuts so I can do a pull-up. What I did was I enrolled in a body transformation contest at FIREBELLZ. It was 12 weeks, and suddenly burgers and cake didn't have the allure because now I had a goal. I wanted to be able to do pull-ups and chin-ups and push-ups. And guess what? First of all, I won the body transformation contest, and here's the bag to prove it. I lost the 15 pounds, and now I can do body weight exercises. I can do pull-ups. I can do chin-ups. I can do pistol squats. And So now I've built, it's all been baby steps. I went from kettle, now I'm swinging a kettlebell, and now I'm doing pull-ups. One day I see a flyer. There's going to be a barbell class at FIREBELLZ. Again, something I would have never done, no interest, it's good enough what I'm doing. But my mind is open to new possibilities and challenges. Fast forward, I take the barbell class. Now I'm doing barbell work. I love deadlifting. I take a class at FIREBELLZ called True Strength. True Strength dials down our technique because it's all technique and it's all form at FIREBELLZ. So fast forward, now I'm doing powerlifting competitions all over the country. Talk about being out of my comfort zone. I'm wearing a singlet. I'm being judged by burly men on my technique. But again, I opened my mind. I wasn't afraid. I'm not going to fail. I just might not complete what I'm trying, but at least I'm trying. I got out of that good enough-itis. And that's so important, especially for people that are a little older, like me, or anybody. Just try it and see what happens. And just one more thing, this year I've started doing stair climbing events. I travel all over the country and I'm running up big buildings up and down. Again, it would have never happened if I didn't take that first Sparks class to learn how to swing a kettlebell. It all builds on itself. It's true, I have a life before FIREBELLZ and after FIREBELLZ. I can't thank Czar and Des and Charles and all the Strong First instructors and all the people that come to FIREBELLZ and work out with me. Thank you all so much. And I'm going to be with you guys forever. Let's see what happens next year.